This is your Fast Life motorcycle channel, the most awesome motorcycle channel in the universe. And here's an update to the shooting in Texas with the bikers. This is the Waco, Texas shooting. The Waco Police Department have released the video. So many people said this was a hoax. What do you think? Now let's watch the video. So you can see tons of these guys. These guys are Cossacks, as you can see from their jackets. And they're looking at something. There was a claim that it might have been a fight about parking space or something like that. These guys seem semi-casual. They're looking away as they're walking. And now you see people ducking. People are running. This guy's jumping over there. Unfortunately, the quality of this video is pretty bad. We can't really see what's happening out here in the brighter area. This guy's got his gun out. He's not really shooting at anything. He's just kind of ducking and walking sideways. This guy's on his knees. A lot of people are ducking down, walking low. This reminds me of basic training, man. Now a guy's gonna come in here in a second with a gun. And you see he fires. Now let's look at that real close. Slow it down. So you're gonna see he just opened the door right there. He walks in, he's looking this way, out to the parking lot. He's aiming his gun that way. Moving quickly, aiming. Fired his gun. The split second he fired his gun, see all the smoke here? He looks away and starts heading that way. Puts his gun down, aiming towards the ground. Now, some of you guys that are really into firearms may have some comments about how he's actually handling his gun. You can tell a lot about someone by how they handle their guns. In terms of their background, military background, law enforcement background, just a gang member, street guy, doesn't have any official training. You can tell a lot of things about how they handle their firearms. So I'm really curious to know, those of you guys that are trained with firearms, comment below and let me know what you think about how this guy's handling his gun. If you see any clues that kind of tells us anything about who this guy might be. Because I know people are claiming, this is a hoax, it's cops, actors, whatever. What do you think? So he heads up that way. Stupid Waco Police Department logo blocks his face. Got these guys crawling on the ground. This is when it starts. You see they duck down real quick. All the bikes lined up. Bikes thrown down. You got blood here. There's a bike there, gun, knife, gun in the toilet, hidden in the toilet. They found that in a restaurant, hidden in the toilet. More bikes, blood, police officer. There's another body. Here's another angle. You see the guys running out, hiding behind cars. Really poor quality. Can anyone identify that weapon that officer just had? Let me show you again real quick. Who can tell me what weapon he has here? Can you guys identify that? Some guy in a parking lot in a truck leaving. These guys are, now this is after the fact. They got their hands up and they're all leaving. These are all the knives they've collected, firearms, all kinds of different firearms. Rifles, pistols. And here's this guy, Patrick, whatever. Cossacks. So just to give you guys a little bit of a brief history on two of the clubs / gangs that were mentioned in this news story. So the Cossacks are supposedly just a motorcycle club. The Bandidos, on the other hand, are clearly a motorcycle gang, a very violent motorcycle gang. If you do your own homework, don't listen to the media, Don't just follow along with the narrative that's being thrown around. Do your own homework, as you should with just about everything, because there's so much misinformation being thrown around. Just go to Google and do a search like I did in my previous video. I'll show you a frame from that video that I did before. So if you look at this right here, if you do a little search, just set the date range for dates prior to the incident, the original incident. So I just did March 29, 2015, going back to September 6, 2011. So I want to see these two groups in the news prior to this event. So what's their track record, right? Forget about emotional reactions and what the news is saying and all this kind of stuff. Do your own homework. What's their track record before in the news? So previous to this, you will see a very clear pattern that the Bandidos are a very, very violent gang. They will come up a lot in your search in terms of historical, news about them and what they've done. The Cossacks, on the other hand, you will not see a lot in the news. Definitely not for violent crimes and things like that. Not saying that these guys are Boy Scouts, but they are no banditos. And from what I'm seeing, they don't appear to be an actual gang, but more like a motorcycle club. Matter of fact, the very first story you look here that came up, it says motorcycle president out on bail after arrest for stabbings. You may assume, oh, the Cossacks guys, but no. President of Albany chapter of the Bandidos actually stabbed a member of the Cossacks club. So the Bandidos attacked the Cossacks club, and there's actually multiple times that has happened. Feds, Bandido gang, Bandido motorcycle gang president out on bail following stabbings. That's in 2014. And on and on and on. Do your own research. I'm not going to go through this for you. You guys can look it up yourself. You'll see Bandidos time and time after time. You'll see all the violent stuff that they've done. See again, a suspect arrested Fort Worth, bar shooting, Bandidos, motorcycle club, yet again. So that's, just bear that in mind. Now, what does that mean in terms of what happened to this incident? Does this mean that the Cossacks got set up again? Is this a setup? They set up a meeting, they're going to do a truce or whatever it is, and then this is what happens. You have people running around and getting shot at. And keep in mind that while you're watching this video, you're seeing primarily Cossacks. Notice that. There's primarily Cossacks inside of that restaurant on the patio. Now, this could be coincidental. That's just where the camera is. That's where we get a good shot. But needless to say, regardless of that, still, bunch of Cossacks. And what do you see? Them ducking down, and they're on the floor crawling around. For the most part, you see one guy with a gun, but he wasn't really doing much shooting. He was aiming, but for whatever reason, he was not really firing many shots at all. Let's see if I can get that guy again. There was a guy who was in here. This guy's a firearm, I think, and he's just ducking down. So for the most part, the Cossacks are ducking for cover. There's this guy. See this guy? Look at all this time. Does he fire a single shot? There he is. He's got his gun down, good 45-degree angle. He lifted it up, ducks it down, lifts it up, ducks it down. No shots, no shots, no shots, no shots, no shots. All these guys are retreating. They're retreating, ducking down, leaving. One guy came and he looks like he had blood on his face. And he was approaching the Cossack, so clearly he's friendly with them, or he was a Cossack himself. I think I saw earlier, I think it was in this scene, we saw a guy, if I remember correctly, he's running across a patio. Let me pause this for a second. So here's the guy. He's actually on the ground. I think there's two guys here. I think he's here on your right or on their left. I'm going to go ahead and play that. Let's play it in slow motion a little bit. We can back up and see if we see what happened to him. I think that's him right there. So he's moving kind of strangely, like something's wrong with him. It's unfortunate that they cut the video the way they do. So they cut it where he's already on the ground. I see like his hands look like they're red. What happened to him? We don't know. Why don't they show that part of the video? Don't. Look at his face. Red, arms, red, red. And he's running away. So I don't know what happened to that guy. Maybe he fell as he was running. I don't know. Well, this is your Fast Life Motorcycle channel, and that's all I have for you guys. Go ahead and comment below and let me know what you guys think about this. People thought this was a hoax. Do you still think it's a hoax? Is this the evidence or proof that you need? Do you suspect that this actually is a fake setup? Like those are actors. It's not even at the actual Twin Peaks bar. What do you think? Go ahead and comment below and let me know. And this is Your Fast Life 2. Thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Fast Life motorcycle channel, and this is new 2016 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R.
Hey look, it's the new ZX-10R! Oh no, it's just a 300. My bad.
The new Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R.
Change the paint scheme. We're not stupid, Kawasaki.
Oh, the trolls and the comments I've been reading about the new Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. So the 2016 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, looks very similar, but we don't care so much about the look.
Excuse me, thank you. Get on the bike path. Smoking's bad for you.